quick video here. We have ourselves two Toronto Maple Leaf signings. Actually, there's only really one. It's Jimmy Vesey, but for the sake of talking about it, let's go over Zach Bogosian too, because yesterday that indeed did happen and we did not make a video about it. So, quickly, on the first one, Zach Bogosian, in chronological order, he's a big right-handed defenseman. He was honestly pretty okay with the Tampa Bay Lightning, especially in the Stanley Cup Finals. He didn't really play all too much, he was scratched here and there, but he certainly was a very big, otherwise pretty okay defender. He's not going to make or break the Toronto Maple Leafs anytime soon, but he is another big body to add over there onto your right side. It's $1 million, it's 1 year, and it's Stanley Cup champion experience. Next up though, Jimmy Vesey. This one was signed earlier today, $900,000 for 1 year. This is a very interesting story here because Jimmy Vesey was a guy whom we made a video about earlier in the year, talking about how this guy was supposed to be challenging Matthews and Laine for the Calder back in 2016-17 when he was coming out of the Harvard University Crimson system and eventually into the NHL with the New York Rangers. He was okay there, 27 points, 80 games, and then going throughout the rest of his career, 20 points in 64 games played this most previous season with the Buffalo Sabres. If you do the math on that, that is a pace on 82 games for about 25 points, which isn't terrible. Like, certainly you can get better than that, but for a 1 year, $900,000 signing, it's a pretty good bet. You know, if you can find this guy and eventually turn him back into the 30, 35 point guy that he was in the past, then that could be a pretty good win for the Toronto Maple Leafs, depending on how well he is able to mesh. They need some guys to fill out that roster, and Jimmy Vesey is a guy to do that. So, the most two recent signings here for the Maple Leafs, it is Zach Bogosian, it is Jimmy Vesey. Talk to me in the comments what you think about these two. I know for Zach Bogosian, because he's on a one-way, $1 million contract deal, it kind of puts the Leafs in that unwanted territory that they were in before. They now have only $400,000 in cap space, and depending on how Jimmy Vesey gets included into that equation, things could be a little bit more on the rocks than we would have expected when they made the Andreas Janssen trade yesterday. I can't believe that was yesterday, it feels like it was a week ago, but regardless, Bogosian, Vesey, two nice extra depth pieces to add themselves onto this lineup. For Bogosian, a nice big right-handed defenseman, bodies guys off of the puck pretty well, and for Jimmy Vesey, a former very, very strong NCAA athlete who hasn't had that same amount of success in the NHL. So, we'll see how these two transition into the Maple Leafs organization. Talk to me in the comments what you think about these signings. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's roll 9, and bye.